What should a 6'2" and under point guard be doing in KD's words? Coming off the bench?
No,
I
this
mean,
is what he said,
no.
bro.
I'm finna
That's
get
what
to
he
you.
said. That's
No,
what
He
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 said.
did not.
said.
Brad, go ahead.
Hold up. But he said exceptional. So if we talking about Fred VanVleet, what he does exceptional is he can shoot the ball and he plays defense.
Yeah.
So he was talking about Darius Garland in particular because he scores, but he's a liability on defense. So he was saying if you're gonna be 6'2" or under, you got to be a dog on the other end of the
You
floor.
If
funny,
if
dog.
Fred VanVleet if
Fred
the
play
shit
D
ain't
though.
going
E.
well in Houston and Fred get traded, mark the day. June,
You're
what
not
day is July
they're not gonna
2nd?
trade. They're not
They
gonna
Fred
trade
just,
ain't
Fred.
they
trading.
just,
The
they
contract too
just did
big.
his contract. They just split his
Con-
What that mean?
contract.
What
Contract
that
too
mean? We
big.
got
E.
Kevin Durant. Kevin
Ain't
Durant is up
nobody
here. Hey man, we need to
ain't
get him out of
nobody.
there.
But
What you mean? That's
but
still Kevin Durant.
you
You
gotta
can't
take
win
that
with him, coach.
contract.
Come on. I don't
No,
care.
they
Somebody take it.
wait.
Hey,
Kevin
Bro,
Durant
so
signed a
nobody is
today,
new
taking
no.
$50 million with Fred
that's
VanVleet.
fine. You know what they just did today? See you later,
He
buddy.
was
That's facts. Elab got the best podcast. We do an eye test too. I follow the pod, man. Best pod out here. Best host out here.
Welcome to eLab, your ultimate basketball laboratory, where we dissect the game from every angle.
You are watching a master at work.
What's up, man? How y'all doing this morning, man? I said this morning, this
Good.
evening. I ain't used to doing this at this late at night, man. I ain't used to us having a pod, but so much happening in this free agency, bro. We got to talk about it.
And
We
let's
got
get
to
to
talk
it.
about some of it. Hey, how y'all want to start? I think you want to start with the Bucks. How y'all feel about Dame getting traded or getting let go, getting waived essentially from the Bucks? How y'all feel about Dame getting waived, man?
who y'all want me to say something first? 'Cause I talk to this my
Oh,
boy.
you know I will. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Red. How you feel about it, bro?
since it's my boy, I feel like it was the best thing for him per se. Like, cause I don't think they was gonna ever get out of that situation, but like through trade and trying to get enough for him. So I think it was the best thing for him.
Yeah. I seen somebody say in one of my little group chats I'm in that they should have traded Dame. Dame's 35 with a torn Achilles, man.
Hey,
He
but
not
he
gonna
got 10, but he
go
got
ahead.
12 teams. He got 12 teams that want him though. Even with that,
Is he a starting point guard still though?
I mean, legacy they gonna make him one.
Got to.
I think they gonna make him
Think
one
so, Zell?
regardless. Yeah, I think they'll
I
make him
mean,
one.
I feel like from what he's shown, you can't say he's not a starting court. I mean, a starting point guard. Even the injury, you see how KD came back from injury, even though KD took a lot of time.
Took
So
a
I
year.
feel like, so I feel like we probably can't compare it the same way, but I feel like maybe that first year him coming back, he may not be the same Dame, but I feel like eventually he'll kind of get sparks. But I feel like they're not gonna throw him to the bench though.
I heard he taking a year off anyway, even before he signed. They say he ain't even signed it yet. He gonna take the full year, and then
That'd be the smart thing to do.
Oh, like he's not gonna sign to no teams?
he not gonna sign another team. He said he gonna like teams are trying to lock him in now. They're trying to lock him in now, so they know. But he gonna try to wait it out. From what I heard, I was looking at some stuff earlier. He's gonna try to wait it out. Be healthy.
Since he already getting paid right now, it kind of makes sense.
He still get paid though, so he ain't really
No.
tripping on the bread.
I'm not talking about from a money perspective. I'm talking about from a team perspective, bro. A lot can change in a year. A lot can
That's true.
change. People get better. People, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like players get real good in a year's time. And you being 30, we got to get. I feel like I always say this: 35 is old in the NBA. Okay, I know LeBron and Kobe. Listen, you coming back at 37 years old, thinking we finna get 27 point per game Dame. I can't lie. I'm not confident that you just gonna come back out there doing that. That's why I'm asking, is he a starting point guard? I'm not saying is he a starting point guard today. I'm talking about 2 years from now, essentially, right?
I'm with you though. I'm with you, but I think just the way the power of social media work right now.
Yeah.
Even if he take this year off, right? And he just post a bunch of videos in the gym and shooting, and he looks strong and look healthier, like how we always do. How they be glazing people when they come back during the summer.
Facts.
He'll be all right. All he gotta do is go to like one little camp with somebody and show out or hit a couple threes.
You know what?
His highlights in there.
The fact that you threw in the workouts. Listen, Ben Simmons got like 5 years off of workout videos. Ben Simmons got an additional 5. Ben Simmons should have been out the league 8 years ago. But what you feel, man? How you feel about the Bucks, man?
I mean, for that initial trade, the cut, it didn't shock me. But if you look at it like in the bigger picture, they weren't gonna win, no matter who they were probably gonna bring in, because Giannis was already talking about leaving. So he essentially got out scotch free, and then like Zell and Red said, he getting the paycheck, so he can actually sit on $20 million, rehab the way he's supposed to, have no expectations, be able to just do what he needs to do, kind of like KD, don't rush like Kobe did, like Ray was saying last pod. And like y'all was saying, bro, he's older. So I can't deny the fact that he put up 26 points this season and it was
Yeah.
in a losing effort. But my thing is this. If you take that year off and then you go into somewhere where you feel like it's a little bit seamless or somebody that needs a scoring point guard or two guard or whatever they want to make him at that point in his career, that's going to be tough for him to get in game shape, especially if that Achilles never heals the way he's supposed to. Because you can rehab all you want to in regard to timetable, but your body is going to tell everything. And then even beforehand, like he has to go into a situation where he's not chasing the money. He has to go into a championship caliber team and try to be able to, be the second, third fiddle and be okay with that and help a team. He gotta know how to play that role, in my opinion. But that might be tough for somebody like him because he's been a killer all his life. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad. I was thinking about. Hold on, I forget we be streaming live now. We got comments over here. Oh, the Lakers better than the Nuggets. We gonna get there. But just to answer your question, real quick, just to answer this question, are the Lakers better than the Nuggets? Rapid fire, just yes or no.
No.
Nah, yeah, nah.
Uh-uh.
The Nuggets did a thing this year. Nah.
I think,
And I'm a Lakers fan, but nah.
We gonna revisit it though. We'll revisit it.
Like you're not gonna tell me, oh yeah, we got DeAndre Ayton, and I think that is automatically gonna turn the actual franchise around based off what I seen last year. Because at the end of the day, the way you just said, Dame is 35 and he's gonna come back for an opportunity to play at 37. Ron is about to be 40 years old.
I got a question for all y'all though. Do y'all think? Because I heard he say about the Dame. He said go to a situation to win. What if he go back to Portland though? Because I know Portland want him, and I was thinking
Well,
this.
if you go Portland, then you do the retirement tour.
Hold on. This is what I was saying though. This is what I was getting to. I think LeBron might have changed the narrative about championships. Like he got enough influence to be like. I think that statement he made about people not chasing championships and just playing to play. I think a lot of players are finna lean into that because it ain't that many champions, bro.
I'm not mad at him not being the champion. I was thinking more so, like, what if Dame comes back, can he play a Chris Paul type of role? And I don't think he's a good enough passer to be how Chris Paul has extended his career because Chris Paul age like 40. He's like 40 now, right? He's 39, 40.
He's close to 40, yeah.
If Dame isn't scoring at least 20 a game, I don't think him coming back adds value as far as just like making a team better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like having that veteran point guard in the locker room is kind of useless for Dame, in my opinion, because I haven't seen him make somebody better. Am I wrong in saying that? What players can we say Dame made? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Zim.
I don't know.
Seeing him going to the Bucks and seeing how him playing being that second person, he wasn't really the best. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't really help that team, I feel like. So I feel like he kind of have to be that best player in order for him to affect the team. So I feel like him coming back, he's not going to really have a big impact unless he's able to, like, change. But I don't know how. You know what I'm saying? Like, just seeing how he's playing and stuff, I don't really know how he can, like, change his role unless he just becomes like a Magic Johnson passer and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But
that's a fact.
So I guess my question though, this is my question to y'all though, because I see everybody be saying like they don't know if he can play second fiddle. Y'all do remember him and CJ was like the highest scoring backcourt for a minute, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a different type of play when you playing with somebody like CJ that know how to dribble and get off the ball and that can also create shots for you. With Giannis, I said this all the time. Giannis play 5 positions, bro. It's kind of hard for you to be anything but a knockdown shooter if you play with Giannis.
Dame done. They saying Dame done in the comments, man. I'm listening to you, Red. I'm just reading the comments, man. Khalil say Dame done. I don't see the perfect situation for Dame right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have to see him come back, maybe see it watch him for half a season, and then see where he could go, like, based off of that. Because right now, the Dame that I know today, I don't see how he comes back in 2 years and do it. My bad, Ted, but you was about to say something.
No, because I'm just adding on to what y'all talk about. So, like, even when he was in college, bro, he was the number 1 pick and roll point guard, right? And it was to get his shot off, right? But my thing is this: if you, like, for me to believe that Dame can transition from a pick and roll scorer to a pick and roll facilitator, I find that hard to believe because I think that he can. Because when you are a mastermind with the pick and roll, which is kind of, I feel like it's slowly becoming a lost art because everybody's switching everything, so they kind of try to negate that. But like with him, he could still run that at a high level because it doesn't matter where he's averaging 27 or 26 or whatever that you're asking for. People still respect him to have to blitz him up a little high when he hit wherever he takes that pick and roll. They gotta at least
right. He can still shoot really well.
You're not playing drop coverage comfortably against Dame, and then if they do, shoot the open three. If they don't, then he has to learn those passing lanes for whoever the big man is or whoever the primary scorer that's not him. And I think that he could do that seamlessly because he was such a good pick and roll point guard. He just was never challenged or even had to actually be a facilitator because he was such a scorer. Right. And just like with what Red saying, you're not going to be 9-8 assist type guy when most of CJ's prime buckets was all ISO work.
True.
The CJ that we seen in New Orleans, where he was putting up all those shots and he was shooting at a high volume, off the catch and shoot. This is the older CJ, but when he was younger, man, everybody knew, hey, get out the way. It's ISO work. So that's what I'm saying. So Dame has never been in a situation where he had to kind of compliment somebody else's game. He let everybody do their thing, but at the end of the day, he's getting his shots up. So now
I've seen the front runners too, though, right?
Well, what?
Who is Red?
The front runners that want him.
Who?
I seen the Warriors and the Heat.
You got the Warriors. You got the Warriors, the Heat. You got the Lakers, and I think you got in Portland. Those are the teams that want him. But I'm just saying, but for what y'all said, he doesn't have to be the front scorer for either of those teams if he go to.
Yeah, but I don't know how I'm gonna even remotely try to think about Dame and Steph on the same team. That's gonna look crazy to me.
It got to be a backup.
Well, hold on.
Yeah. Go ahead, Rick.
I was gonna say, well, wouldn't it be the same as because they shooters? It would kind of be the same. It would kind of be.
I think more defense. I know you don't like talking about defense, Red, but Red and Dame on defense. I'm gonna say Red. Steph and Dame on defense. Whew.
Well, no, with the Lakers though. I mean, the Lakers. I'm not listening about the Lakers. The Lakers. That's out the picture. But you say the Warriors though. How you doing? Is catching and shooting and playing off pick and rolls. It's the same offense he played in Portland.
Do you want to buy into that? Because it's not just always just catch and shoot. You got to move around. Them wings be moving their ass off. Brandon Podge be moving nonstop because he got to. You can't just stay in one spot and then Steph running around the whole court. You got to move with him. You know what I mean?
Then Buddy Hield started this year.
He's moving around.
He did.
I'm saying Buddy was struggling. Buddy was struggling this year early because he was not moving around. And then once he started moving around in that system, like he started figuring it out. And then he had that one hell of a game in against the Rockets. But what I'm saying is like you can always like the idea of like, oh, Warriors is 3-point shooter, catch and shoot. Like it's not like that, bro. Like Steph requires a lot with his system.
Khalil said he need to go back to Portland and get that farewell tour, man. Go back to Portland.
Tell Lil to shut the hell up. He had me believing in the Lakers this year, and we ain't win shit.
I wanted to fact check y'all. They said Dame may come back after the All-Star break next season. So
he can.
He can.
But why would you do that though?
Yeah, well, you said. I mean, he can't get signed. But if he's not signed to nobody, he can't come back no way, right? If he's not signed.
He gets signed long as he signed long as he signed before the deadline.
Trade deadline? Okay.
Yeah, but
so you telling me if he gets signed somewhere, you don't think that somebody has to pick up that dead money?
No, they got to pay. He gonna get paid, but I'm saying he doesn't.
He's getting paid from Milwaukee.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, but if he gets signed to somebody, does Milwaukee give the contract away?
No, Milwaukee's still got paid.
Okay. They still got to pay.
Yeah, that's like Ayton. Ayton's getting paid from the Lakers and the Blazers.
Okay. Well, that's the case. Then I see that it could work. But even then, bro, I don't, bro.
But I feel like Melo. I feel like Melo. These teams don't show you no loyalty, man. These teams don't show you no loyalty. Fuck coming back, man. If you hurt.
Now I like that point, Red. Get to that point because I want to talk about that, Red. But I was gonna say, what if Dame? What if he signed with the Pacers? He come play with the Pacers?
Why would he go to the ops?
You got two niggas with Achilles.
I'm not trying to go to the ops. We gonna get into all that. They out.
What you think, Mitch? What you think, Mitch? Hey. I want to hear Mitch, man. Mitch got a good basketball.
I had a segment for this a little later, but since we're here, Pacers is done, man. They rebuilding.
Oh my jeez.
Just off my alternative leaving?
Yeah.
Oh my jeez.
Hey, that
Oh,
boy
Miles
Liz
Turner.
That boy Liz
It's not a wild take though. It's not.
I'm just saying,
wild.
bro. Why would you do that?
You know what? I would say, Mitch. You know what? I kind of agree. The reason I'll finish your thought, Mitch. My bad. Finish.
I'm just saying because they get rid of Miles Turner, which even though he's very valuable on that team. The backups. Okay. So you're gonna go with Tony Bradley and what's old dude from
Obi Toppin.
No,
Thomas Bryant.
Thomas Bryant. Now, granted, they both can do what Miles Turner does.
Don't call him a bucket. Don't ever do that.
The way he was shooting this playoffs.
No, I'm talking about EJ. He's
right. He's right. Thomas Bryant.
He a bucket though.
He was acting different in his playoffs, bro.
But it's not.
What he said,
I don't think it's gonna. I think a
Pacers shooting threes.
And they didn't get nobody to replace him.
But I don't get that though, bro. Like, cause I get it that he was looking for the money that Nas was trying to get, or that Nas already got. But like, these dudes was the pieces and focal points of your offense and hypothetically speaking defense to get you to the finals, and then you underachieved. That's why I said, bro, your window is so small nowadays. Cause it's like if you don't get it done within like 2 or 3 years of like us as the media or even fans, like, oh, they're on the radar, they're on the come up, whatever. And if you don't do it and you underachieve, bro, nobody cares about second place no more. You are out of there.
So you said you don't agree with Miles Turner leaving? I mean, I want to make sure before I say what I'm for this.
Nah, he's saying the organization.
I don't know why the organization, like, so somebody like that, like y'all were saying though. So it's Thomas Bryant and the other dude, Bradley, right? Yeah. The gap between them two and him, even though Miles Turner isn't like a top fiver to me, like it's still a significant amount where it's like, let's try to work something out. We may not give you Nas money, but hey, we'll give you another 3, 4, 5 million. Is this all right?
We just got to the finals with
you.
So
I think his time just ran out, bro. He was there his whole career, and you got to think too.
There's no reason why to keep him.
Yeah, I get that point, but like we just said, there ain't no loyalty in the NBA though, Mitch. So what I was saying was, there's no loyalty in the NBA. And if you looking at business, if I can get Thomas Bryant for way less than you, I'm gonna pay way less. This is business at the end of the day. So we get your ass out of here. Somebody gonna give you your money because you did get them to the finals. But we got these 2 young boys that we can keep around these other young guys and put them in place. Now we might not be champions.
Yeah.
But look, Ted. I don't think they're thinking about being contenders because you got to think they got an excuse this year. They best player hurt. They're gonna limp through the year with an excuse.
But you could still sign Miles Turner to an extension and still have a rebuilding year, because if they were going to extend him for 5 or 4 or whatever their initial contract negotiation was, I don't care about this year. All due respect, I'll hoop and I'll get my numbers and do what I need to do to meet that quota. But even though I know that Halliburton is rehabbing and he's sitting the whole year, that's even more opportunity for me to show y'all that I'm worth it.
What he just signed for? He signed for 100, right?
Yeah.
So is it like roughly almost like 30 million a year, something like that? Just off the top of my head.
In that neighborhood.
Why would I give you 26 to 30 million a year when I can pay Thomas Bryant 10 to 12 to do the same shit you do? Because like y'all said, he underachieves in the playoffs. You didn't make shots, you really didn't rebound, and you really didn't block shots.
I would say this, Red. Miles Turner is a top 5 shot blocker in the NBA.
I'm with you. I'm with y'all. Listen, I 100% agree with y'all. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying if we're looking at business, he older. Like y'all said, every team trying to get younger, bro. Yeah. Like he older, bro. Every team trying to get younger. So
I wanted y'all to talk about the loyalty part. Zale, how did you? So now with Dame getting cut, the Pacers not paying Miles Turner, how do you feel about like loyalty in the league now? Like, is it, you know what I mean? Like are we past that team for 10 years type of thing? Go ahead, Zale.
Yeah, I feel like with that, how teams treat players, and then how teams put their bodies on their line, like on the line, and how, let's say Isaiah Thomas, how he played in that game after his sister died. They did what he did. He had even after they had a hip injury, he was still playing through, and they still did what they did. So I feel like now players are about to stop putting so much for the team. It's like if they're hurt, they're just gonna sit out. You're not gonna be trying to play extra hard unless it's the finals and stuff like that. You're trying to win a ring, but I feel like a lot of players aren't going to be showing that loyalty to the teams like they have in the past because it's not paying out for them.
And they kill Embiid right now. And they kill Embiid for that exact thing. Like he sits down so he doesn't get injuries. We kill him for that shit. Yeah. We kill him for that. But at the end of the day, I get it because I want to be able to walk. I want to be able to walk at the end of my career.
You right, Red. Once I'm finished with this, I still got to live. Once I retire at 35, God willing, I got a lot of life to live. I want to be able to live.
But that's the point that I'm saying, bro. Like
Wait.
what I'm like, because I done seen both ends of like the loyalty being very short, and then also the loyalty being in an abundance. Because
you down this
all right, well, no, yes, because of the franchise. But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about the caliber of player, right? I done seen Bron get up out of there, gone. I'm out. Gone. I'm out. I do what I need to do. I'm gone. Then I seen Steph stay the whole time, difficult times, and also dynasty eras. Then I see somebody that may not have been up to their caliber, but like somebody like Devin Booker. Devin Booker stayed down. Like he done been to the finals and then also had the worst record at one point ever. You get what I'm saying? So like somebody like that, like there may be a false entitlement for all the above average, good, like 6, 7, 8 like rating players that they feel like, hey, look, I'm not a superstar, but I done got y'all a lot of wins. I done broke a lot of records individually, blah blah blah. But also, like I said, this business is business, bro. I done seen Luka get the fuck up out of there. So if Luka get the fuck up out of there, then I don't think nobody's safe. Except Joker. Except Joker.
Another loyalty point.
Joker's the only one I feel like is untouchable.
But do y'all think teams do that shit? Do y'all think teams do that shit? Because players, since Bron, we use Bron. He was the first person to kind of take his career into his own hands. He let motherfuckers know I'm not playing where you want to play at. I'm not selling for this. I'm not selling for that for the most part. So do you think this is teams' way of being like, hey, we can't limit your money, but we can get your ass up out of here? I think it's like that. I think the league just can't bat in the players because it's the players' league at this point. I think they just can't bat in a sense. I don't agree with it. But
so you think that they're trying to grab the control back to the franchises and the GMs?
Yeah, in a sense. I think they try.
Yeah, I agree with you. Because they're gonna show you like, hey, look, bro, if you don't want us to chip, why do you care so much about staying here?
I disagree with that, guys, because even prior to this, we saw plenty of times where players were getting traded while they were sitting on the bench. We've seen players get traded while they walking into the facility. Like we've seen players be treated like, hey man, sorry, man, it's just business.
But there was mid-level players though, E.
But that goes back to what I'm saying. Those are 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, them mid-level players. Like we ain't never seen superstars get traded at this rate like this.
We ain't never seen Luka. No, we ain't never seen
like Luka is the first of that caliber of player. And then the players that were on his level or maybe like a notch under, there was always negotiations to say, hey, I'm gonna sit out if y'all don't negotiate this contract for me. And then it's like, okay, cool, let's get him out of here. Like Kyrie, he bullied himself out of some teams. You get what I'm saying? But he was that good where he had a lot of leverage in regards to before injury and things like that when he was younger. But also, like, there's some players that have been prisoners to their franchise. Look at Zion. Zion voiced his opinion that he wants to get up out of there, and they're like, nah, you fat. We can't trade you for nobody. And in reality, they made him sit like, bro, when they asked him last season, they said, hey, what's up with you? Why are you not playing back-to-back home games or road games? And they're like, ask them. I'm ready. I'm available. So this is him saying, yo, I'm available and I'm putting up 26 and 10 easy. And
I need Trae Young to do it. I need Trae Young to get on.
Same thing with Kawhi too. Kawhi do that too. They sit him a lot. You know what I'm saying? They fuck your career up by a lot of this management shit. But I get it, bro. The loyalty sucks in the league.
The loyalty do suck.
Yeah.
Hey y'all. So talk to me, Zell. Talk to me about your Pistons, man. How you liking them so far in the free agency, man? Well, these moves y'all done made. What y'all got going? Hold on.
I feel like
we got somebody in the comments there before you go. Lakers are easily the best team in the West now. Who's stopping Luka, Bron, Reeves, and Ayton? All right, Carter.
Man, no.
All right, Carter Bragg.
What?
Who is that?
What?
I don't know. He's on YouTube. I don't know. Hey, Carter, appreciate the comment, man. But you out your goddamn mind. What would you?
We ain't got no bench, man.
I almost thought this was the real Carter Bryant that played for the Spurs. Well, hold on, man. This ain't the one that got drafted, is it?
Oh my goodness. Hey, we gonna get there because we got a lot to talk about. But Zell, go ahead, man. How you feeling about the Pistons, man? What y'all done did this free agency, bro?
I feel like the Pistons they trusting their people now. I feel like that's what the Pistons doing. They not aggressive in free agents. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad people they picking, but Karis LeVert and Duncan Robinson, they you know what I'm saying? That's good additions, but I just feel like they're not really being aggressive. Like they can get better. They can get better than that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Duncan Robinson better than Tim Hardaway Jr.?
He a better
I
shooter.
mean, he's a better shooter.
He a better shooter.
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Hell yeah, he a better shooter. Y'all
Duncan Robinson is a better shooter.
I was telling me in the
Duncan Robinson
playoffs that
better
Tim
shooter.
Hardaway Jr. was nutting up.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking about Ted. You think he not a better
No,
shooter
Duncan.
than
Oh,
Tim?
okay, yeah.
Bro, oh my god. So yeah, the shooting, yes, he is a better shooter, but he is such a cone that he don't get no minutes. So what I'm saying is the direction that you guys want the Pistons to go in playing scrappy defense. All of them are two-way players for the most part, and they hold their own. And then you bring Duncan in there, like that's like
he don't play no defense.
But
he don't play no defense, bro.
Don't play defense either.
Like,
but I'm gonna take. But I was gonna say Tim don't either. But I'm gonna take him over
but
Tim.
Tim's a better defender than Duncan.
But Duncan ain't gonna shoot no bullshit. Tim Hardaway gonna shoot 5 or 6 bullshit shots to take you out the game.
Well, the reason why he doesn't shoot no bullshit is because Duncan Robinson gets 3 fouls in 10 minutes.
True.
And it get about it. Go take a seat, brother.
I got a name for y'all.
Tim Hardaway shot selection terrible though, y'all.
He is a clown when it comes to shot selection.
Like he was horrible.
But
Kelly said Pistons should have kept Dennis. They let go of Dennis.
They want to pay him. The first person they paid was Paul Reed. I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Paul
Reed.
Why is Paul Reed? He played his ass off in that Knicks.
No. He's still the third. He's still the third string. He's still the third string center though. Like he did play good, but why was that the first?
What did they keep the
first person we signed? That didn't make sense to me.
You know who I thought y'all was gonna try to go get, Dozell? I thought y'all was gonna try to go get Jonathan Kuminga. Y'all can't.
I didn't think about Jonathan. I thought about marketing in Utah.
I thought y'all was gonna get Austin Reeves.
Oh, Austin Reeves. That's another good.
I ain't trying to be funny neither.
I think Austin Reeves, but Jaden Ivey's supposed to come back, right? They both play.
He coming back.
They both play.
So you rolling the dice with that injury?
I think. What was his injury? What was Ivey's injury?
I was playing good.
Huh?
It was an ankle injury or something like that.
Ankle injury. What was? You know what it was?
Was it a sprain or ACL or what?
It was something crazy because he got carded. He got carded off. Right?
Because they said like after 4 weeks he was getting monitored. Like he was walking probably like after a month or something like that. But I think he just wanted his arrest.
I don't know.
It was a broken fibula in his left leg.
Okay, so his whole shin bone is shattered.
Ain't that what happened to the boy Louisville, Mitch? What was that?
Kevin Ware.
Yeah, but his shit came out of
his skin.
Yeah. I say, but you'd rather a bone break than a ligament though. So with him having a bone break, he gonna come back healthy. If he had a ligament, if it was a ligament, it'd be different. But the fact that it's a full break, he good, and he gonna come back bouncy because with that break, he been working out. He gonna be even bouncy. I keep him on, bro.
How tall is he? Is he 6'4"? How tall is?
Yeah, and then but the thing about it is like getting back to game speed, right? So everybody the people that actually follow him. At one point, I literally called EJ a couple of years ago when he was in college, and I said, bro, this dude is probably the fastest dude I've seen since Russell Westbrook. Like, with the ball, I was like, bro, this dude is OD at Purdue. And then I was like, I don't know how his game's going to translate. Like, because like John Wall used to say he used to play with pace after he figured out that he was just faster than everybody, but he couldn't do 100 miles per hour all game. I want to know, like, how much athleticism is he going to lose? You saying that he's going to come back more bouncy. I'm thinking that he might lose a step in regards to just pushing the rock, but I might be wrong though, because like
with a break it ain't with a break it's just you broke it. It just got to reheal. Once it reheal, you pretty much the same. I done broke bones and foot and everything.
I was just about to say that too. It's less of a mental thing too with the.
Was it a clean snap or did it? You know what I'm saying? The irregular one where it's like staggered or whatever the case may be. That's what I'm saying. Because you're saying that it was a clean snap. I'm thinking it's just a fracture and it was all over the place, like broken in different places. Because then you got to put
they didn't go in the details.
But they got NBA trainers. They got NBA trainers, cuz he probably got his blood spent and everything. So he probably
we'll see. But if he does come back healthy, he a problem. For real.
Would y'all rather go there? Let me ask y'all this about the Pistons. Hold on. The recovery time for a broken fibula is 4 to 6 months, is what it says. But he's been out for at least that, I think.
He got hurt January 1st.
Okay, so it's been that long. But who would y'all rather have on the Pistons? Austin Reeves or Jonathan Kuminga? Who would be the better fit? Who you think, Zell?
I feel like you gotta give me Reeves. I feel like we need We need a 6-man. Like with Beasley leaving, I don't know if Karis LeVert can be that consistent 6-man how Malik Beasley was. Even though, you know what I'm saying, when he get a chance, he can kind of do it. But
I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan.
You gonna sit
gonna take him
Reeves
to the
though?
bench?
Reeves just
You
averaged
gonna
like
take the bench?
24 points. Yeah, I'm with Mitch. You gonna sit him on the bench? He just averaged like 24.
Yeah, that's
No, he
sad.
said he
nah, we talking about.
he said he
said a
need a
6
consistent
man.
6-man. He didn't say he gonna put him on the bench. He just said he
Yeah,
rather have a
because if
6-man.
anything, we can put Jaden Ivey on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Since he come back from injury.
I just thought you was talking about putting
Right
Reeves on
now.
the bench. I was like, oh shit.
And Cade is still 6'6", so you still got some size.
I'm saying,
Cade.
but is it easy for like Gazelle? Like, is it easy for you to be like, all right, let's say Jaden Ivey comes back 100% who he was before he got hurt, and I understand that Reeves had a breakthrough season as the third option, and also he also was a first option and second option throughout the season, depending on however you wanted to look at it. Do you don't think that they actually even compete for minutes and playing time?
Him and Austin
I
Reeves.
mean,
Jaden Ivey healthy and Austin Reeves now. I think that Austin Reeves is the better player right now for sure. But what I'm saying is, if Jaden Ivey comes back to the caliber that I watched him, I don't think that is as far as we are saying it.
yeah.
I ain't saying that, but you gotta look at the
feel like with the
contracts.
potential, I feel like with the potential, they can almost be like the same player. But it's like from what we've seen, we know Austin Reeves what he can do, but you know what I'm saying with Jaden Ivey coming back from an injury, so we not 100%
I think you can run all three of them. I think you
But
can
you
run all
gotta,
three
but
of them.
all you gotta do is
smart.
look at it like this though. Whatever
Yeah,
y'all gonna
smart
pay,
too.
whatever you gonna pay Austin Reeves to come, if he make more than what's his name, Jaden Ivey, he's going to play.
Jaden Ivey not even under contract, I don't think, right?
That's my point of what I'm saying. So whoever
Oh,
makes
okay,
the
Yeah,
most
he
okay.
just
money,
talking about from the money. Yeah, he just
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
whoever
Yeah,
make the
your
most
ass
money,
getting
they
out
gonna
there.
play.
Yeah. You spend this bread, your ass getting out there on that court. That's a
Yeah.
fact. I just like Kuminga more so from the defensive aspect of playing the teams like the Cavs and the Celtics. You got a tall wing defender that can guard the Jason Tatums and help you with Donovan Mitchell and things like that. So I was thinking more so from a defensive aspect and as opposed to a bucket. I think Austin Reeves is a better bucket than all three.
I think we need to let go of Tobias Harris. Like try to trade him.
I forgot about Tobias.
Nobody want that contract, man.
He got that big. Yeah, he got paid like a fucking superstar.
Compare these contracts. Somebody gonna take it.
Hey, question though, who y'all for, man? Who y'all for?
Tobias.
And who the three?
Sorry.
Malik Beasley was. Oh,
no, the twin.
So
twin.
I mean, so I could see Kuminga and whatchamacallit doing the even swap. I think it would be a better lob. It would be a better lob threat, like off the pick and roll. It'd probably be a better lob threat for him.
Kuminga for Tobias.
Yeah, but the thing is though, Kuminga can't shoot the midi like Tobias though.
Yeah.
Tobias is Paul George brother.
I was about to say this, y'all, to what y'all saying. I think teams are moving away from that small ball, running a 4, running a Kuminga, running a Tatum at the 4. The reason I say that, moving to the Nuggets, man, they just picked up Valanciunas. They actually got a backup big man now that's, hey, we can run. I don't know what they look like running Joker at the 4, but if we run them at the 4, I don't know. I don't know what it looked like with him. And
I ain't gonna front. Who the hell gonna get a board on them?
I don't know. Now Valanciunas is a little older.
Huh?
Go ahead, Zell.
I thought it was Cam. They just traded
Cam Thomas.
Like 6'6".
Cam Johnson.
Yeah, something like. Let me see. I'm gonna verify that.
Cam Johnson. He like 6'6".
I know what you meant.
You talking about from North Carolina, right?
Yeah, him, light skinned dude.
He like 6'7", 6'8". He like 6'7", 6'8", if I'm mistaken.
6'8". He tall.
So he's 6'8". He is 6'8", and he's a way better defender than Porter.
And he can shoot the ball. He can shoot the hell out of that ball too.
Hell yeah, he can.
Let's talk about that, y'all. I was going. Somebody kept telling me that Cam Johnson for Michael Porter Jr. was an even swap. You pretty
crazy.
much trade for the.
I
was crazy. Like, I don't know. I don't know how. Maybe the points are the same, but to me, Cam Johnson is a better scorer. He has way better shot selection.
Better
defender. And I think he's just a better. He can actually. He's a better just ISO scorer. Like you can actually throw him the ball and he's gonna move and do.
The only thing Porter did better was rebound, and even then, that was so inconsistent.
Oh my god! You know this is what I wrote down in my notes. Michael Porter Jr. is the dark skinned version of Cam Johnson. He is the black Air Force Ones version. because the way he fucking played basketball, I have never seen a motherfucker catch the ball. Well, actually, I have. You know who I'm thinking about? He played like DeWan. He a pump fake. If I ain't open, pass me the ball back, motherfucker. Pass it to you, run back, throw it to me again, and I'm a pump fake, try to shoot that bitch again. He is constantly trying to shoot. he the dark skinned version of Cam Johnson.
But the part I didn't get, he was doing all this shooting and he had a bad shoulder. Like you like why are you still shooting? Like
he don't give a fuck. You talking about unconscious? He is an unconscious motherfucker.
Bro, that motherfucker never shot a shot he didn't think that was gonna go in.
What's crazy though, y'all? Even though he shot some bullshit, that was his role on the team.
Yeah, you can't blame him.
That's because they allowed that shit, Red.
That's what I'm saying.
What you say, his role,
I said you can't get mad at him for having a hurt shoulder and shooting. They put him out on the court. What else?
I looked up his percentages, fellas.
Yeah,
39 from the three. 39% from the three, 58 from the floor. He shot pretty good.
That's not terrible.
He shot pretty good.
And y'all know they was looking at him to be that deal before that injury. He was supposed to be him.
You're right.
He was supposed to be that guy. Joker wasn't even supposed to be that guy. He was supposed to be him.
Yeah. I think. How do y'all? Let me ask y'all this about the Nuggets. How do y'all feel about the Nuggets as far as seeding wise? Do y'all think who's the best? Are they better than the Rockets? Are the Nuggets better than the Rockets right now?
Might put them in one for real.
You have to.
I put them at number one too. I was gonna say I got them at number one.
Or the Thunder. Let's talk about it. Should the Thunder be scared right now? Are the Thunder scared?
Yeah.
Are we worried?
Yeah. For sure.
Ain't no running that bitch back.
Ain't no running it back.
They cancel Christmas, dog. Ain't no running that bitch back. They cancel Christmas.
Because I ain't gonna lie. Denver got back everything that they lost during their post-championship run. They got the defender back in Bruce Brown. They got a two-way player in Cam Johnson. They got the backup center that you're talking about. They still got Jamal Murray. Now and then they got Aaron Gordon returning for again. Huh?
And they got Tim Hardaway.
They picked up Tim Hardaway Jr.
And they just took them to 7, right? Then they just take OKC to 7.
They took OKC to
7. And they got Peyton Watson. He's a bucket off the bench.
Hey, Julian Strong will be hooping too.
But that's what I'm saying. They got the depth. They got the depth to play.
They low key loaded,
bro.
They low key.
Number one.
They got the best bench team in the league right now.
Hey, also let's just say it. You got the number one player in the league, the top 2 player in Joker.
Yeah,
right.
Top 2.
You can't forget that.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's ugly, dog.
I ain't gonna lie. Joker might.
You know why I ain't giving it to him, Ted? I ain't giving it to him because they copied the Thunder whole style, man. How y'all gonna jack the style? No. Try to get 2 bigs in the bench, man. They copied the whole style.
I'm not letting you do that.
Trolling today, guys. Trolling today. Just let it.
The Thunder copied their style from their first championship run.
They ain't had to. Oh, they did have 2 bigs.
They had 2.
Was DeAndre Jordan big back then? I think it was
DeAndre Jordan, Aaron Gordon, Joker.
Yeah. Man. Oh, Aaron Gordon was enough back then. I mean, it was almost enough this season.
And even then, they had the best second team in the league. They just went and got their same type team back.
Bro, they got Bruce Brown. He is seamless back into that system. Like the defense that you are asking for Porter to play. Now you got Brown and Cam Johnson. That is a super upgrade for your starter and your bench player, depending on whatever, how they're going to split minutes or whatever the case may be. So now it's like, bro, and they all can shoot. That's what I'm saying. Like everybody that you brought here can shoot the 3 better than Michael Porter, and then they all can defend better than Michael Porter. So how did you even get an even kill for that trade? Now the Nets are poverty. They've been poverty.
Go ahead and put the statue up, man. Go ahead and put the Joker statue up, man.
Hey, speaking of the Nets, Red, Cam Thomas and Michael Porter Jr. go fight for the season over. I put down on my notes. I got one altercation, at least one happening between Cam Thomas and Michael Porter Jr.
Give me Cam for the win. I got Cam for the win.
I ain't gonna lie. Cam better recognize what Porter did to Aaron Gordon's face. I ain't gonna front.
I forgot he spoke about Aaron Gordon.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. He got hands. He got hands. They can't shoot, but they can punch.
Hey dog, I completely forgot about that. Give me Cam. He went to LSU. And he a dog. Hey, just
Hey, I'm
give
right
me
with
Cam.
Cam, man. I saw him the other day, man. He
Okay.
got a little weight on him, man. I don't know if Michael Porter got
Yeah, Cam
Hey,
like
hey,
crash
look,
out.
a little too
and
skinny.
Michael,
Real crash out.
Look at Ted. Hey, I know you love
hey, look,
I'm
and Michael
saying
Porter,
though, y'all
and Michael
think he
Porter stole Gordon. He stole on Gordon. Gordon wasn't expecting to fight, man.
Listen,
He
you
stole
don't
him,
get
dog.
stole that many times, goddamn.
I'm
That
talking
nigga
about
had
you
a
like
knot right
nigga
here, a
from
knot
Hey,
right
Come
here.
on now.
hey, that mug 6'10", bro. He
Hey,
got
from St.
the
Louis
reach.
too. Hey,
he from
Who
St.
from St.
Louis?
Louis, Mitch?
St. Louis.
Michael Porter Jr.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
gotta
Oh, well,
do
he
it.
might have them hands. Hey, but look, I'm over here talking about somebody get stolen. I'm the king of stealing on niggas.
King is stealing. Mr. Stealing,
I'm
stealing
the king
fast.
of stealing niggas.
Stealing fast. That's
I'm
him.
on. You know why I'm hating Cam Johnson from VA. I
He
should
from
be. I should be
Miami.
on his side.
That's a fact. That's funny. That's fun.
That's
Hey,
true.
look. Here's another team. Another team that got crazy for me, bro. The Rockets, dog.
Yeah, I like that. I like
My
that.
biggest criticism of the Rockets was I wanted y'all to get a backup center, and they go get Clint Capella. I said,
That ain't
God
bad
damn.
though. That ain't bad though.
No, I love that. That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah, that
said,
ain't bad.
God damn, y'all went and got Clint Capella.
And still
Cause
got
y'all,
Adams.
cause who
Y'all
the
went
point
and got
guard for
Clint.
who the point guard for the Rockets
Oh,
again?
let's speak about that then. Let's talk about KD hating on his teammates already. What's up with that?
Hey yo,
Because
Man,
He
that
don't
everybody
hate.
he
hey,
wasn't
yo,
hating. He
did y'all
wasn't
watch
hating.
that video I sent you,
He
I
Red?
did.
wasn't hating.
I
He
missed
wasn't
it. I didn't
hating.
see it. I
Yo,
missed
I
it.
was dying for like 20 minutes. So basically, they were like, so you know, they were talking about running all their offensive threats through the number one option, right? And then KD was like, yeah, he was like, man, at the end of the day, they're telling me that I need to shoot more threes. I don't need to shoot more threes because I'm going to that mid range. They're all gonna triple team, double team me. I'm gonna kick it out to you. But with all due respect, why would you wait till 3, 4, 5 seconds on the clock? Look over, pass it to Dorian Finney-Smith with no disrespect. I'm not doing that because before I pass it to him, I'm gonna take the shot. And then now they teammates. That shit funny as
He
hell.
said, bro, and you know how I know it was a shot, Zale? When he said it, LeBron did this. Hey, look
But
this
but
way.
but
That's how
but
I
my
know
que-
it was a shot.
but
LeBron
look
said, look
but my
that
question
way.
is
He
Because
said,
but my
he's
question
on
is
Brian Sim at the time when he said it. He
but
said, "Yeah, I
but
know."
but where's the lie, guys? Where's the
where's the
lie?
lie?
Hey,
I'm not
listen.
passing that motherfucker neither. Only
Hey,
nigga that passed
listen.
to was Luka.
I don't
Why
really
KD ain't
watch
shooting that bitch?
podcasts like that, bro. But Braun with KD is much watched TV, bro. That shit, they be talking that shit up there.
Oh, yeah,
What you think, Mitch?
absolutely.
You gonna pass
I'm
that motherfucker
actually
Finney Smith?
the crazy thing is I'm actually surprised because I didn't think KD, KD be trolling. Normally he like shows love, and this one like you expect that out of Kobe. That's some
Yeah,
Kobe shit right there. I
yeah.
didn't think KD would do that. Like no,
But
Hey,
they
I
weren't
think KD
teammates,
would
right?
talk like LeBron. LeBron would
they
say nothing like
teammates
that.
now. That's what make
But
it funny
Man,
as fuck.
Man,
man,
he,
it
but
wasn't.
they
I
weren't
don't think
teammates
it
at the
was this.
moment though,
I don't
right?
feel like it was
No,
this.
Clean
no,
it
no,
up,
no.
Zale. Clean it up. Zale,
No, I'm saying
clean
I
it
feel
up.
like he was just making a point. I mean, like a role player. Like let's just say a role player of his caliber. Like
Come on, Val.
you know what I'm
Hey,
saying? You see
fuck it,
somebody
Zell.
to
name
you see
somebody
somebody
smart.
over there, you ain't going to pass the ball to him.
He could have said anybody name. Look, Zale, that interview dropped at like 10:05. Dorian Finney-Smith got traded at 10:30. That shit
Hey,
came
Yeah,
cuz.
out.
yeah,
It was
I don't
like
think
20-30 minutes
I
apart.
don't think he knew. I don't think he knew he was coming. I think he was more so trying to get Braun to understand what he was saying, though. Like,
Braun knew though. Braun knew
yeah,
that he
it's
was
like,
going over
I knew
there.
exactly
That's
what
what
he
I'm
was
Braun
saying.
knew
Like
he was going over there.
he
That's why
brought
the
up a
timestamps
teammate.
were so
He
Oh,
brought up
similar.
a
Bron already
teammate.
knew. That's facts.
Braun,
Bron ain't
hey,
shit.
so
hey
so
man,
Red. Remember when Braun was backpedaling early in the season? Said I ain't even know 80 got traded. I was at dinner and I had
he
wine and
he knew,
everything. And 80 like, bro, you
You
he
knew.
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 You knew.
He got the first
Hey,
call.
but hold on. Here's the other part. They didn't peep this. KD also did Fred VanVleet. He said,
When
"Hey man," he
The
said,
small guard.
I don't think a 6'2" and under
Oh,
point
I
guard
seen
are a
that.
premium in the league anymore."
he didn't say
He said
Fred name,
That
dog.
that's
He
not
nah
didn't
what
say
he
nah.
Fred
said
He
name.
he
Fred, but Fred's
he said
6 foot.
there. He said Darius
no, no,
Garland
no,
though.
no.
He said Darius
He said
Garland.
he
No.
reaching. He
That's
He
reaching.
what
be
he
reaching.
said.
He be reaching,
Hey,
bitch.
hey,
No,
but
EJ,
He be
he
That's
EJ,
what he
literally
he
said.
said Darius.
but
They
he
talking about
name
Darius
dropped.
Garland.
He name dropped on that segment.
But Fred is the shortest. Like he like the shortest player on the team. If I'm not
He
mistaken,
is, but he
like
wasn't.
He is.
everybody is like 6'5"
Don't get
and
mad
up,
at me. He the
6'4"
one
and
said
up.
it.
Nah.
KD said it. I ain't say
But
it.
But
you
he
gotta
ain't say
watch the
Fred
whole.
name.
He
You gotta
said
watch the
Darius
whole.
Garland's name.
Yeah, you
But they
gotta
said
watch the whole
Darius
clip
Garland.
though. Yeah, said Darius
What he
Garland.
say there, Red? Somebody tell me what he said. Go ahead.
He just pretty much saying that if you 6'2" or under, you're not a premium because you gotta do exceptional. You gotta be exceptional. So he's pretty much saying like you
And
gotta have
what should a
like
6'2" and under point guard be doing in KD's words? Coming off the bench.
no.
No,
I
this
mean
is what he said,
no.
bro.
I'm finna
That's
get
what
to
he
it.
said. That's
No,
what
No,
he
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 said
did not.
said.
Red, go
hold
ahead.
up. But he said exceptional. So if we talking about Fred VanVleet, what he does exceptional is he can shoot the ball and he plays defense. So he was talking about Darius Garland in particular because he scores, but he's a liability on defense. So he was saying if you're gonna be 6'2" or under, you got to be a dog on the other end of the
You
court.
was funny,
If
dog.
Fred VanVleet
Fred
if the
play
shit ain't
D, though,
going
E.
well in Houston, and Fred get traded, mark the day. June.
You're
What
not-
day is July?
They're not gonna
2nd.
trade. They're not gonna
They
trade
just-
Fred.
they
The
just-
contract
They
too
just
big.
did his contract. They just split his
What do you
contract.
mean?
Contract
What do
too
you mean?
big.
We got
E.
Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant
Ain't nobody-
is up here. Hey man, we need
ain't
him out
nobody-
of here.
But I got
What
to.
you mean? That's still Kevin Durant.
But you got to
can't
take
win
that
with him, coach.
contract.
Come on. I don't
Nah,
care.
that's-
Somebody take it.
Hey,
Hey,
Kevin
Bro,
Durant,
nobody
Dame.
is taking
No.
$50 million with Fred
That's
VanVleet.
fine. You know what they just did to Dame? See you later, buddy.
He was-
That was $21 million.
That would have never hurt. That would have never happened if he wasn't hurt, though. That would have never happened.
Leave him out
And
of
then,
here. I'm
bro,
just saying.
listen, you knew
Hey,
that
Mitch, get that
KD
nigga
said.
Mitch, man.
KD
Get
said,
that nigga Mitch.
if you're not Davion Mitchell on the defensive end, or you're not an offensive savant like Kyrie, I just don't see.
Fred fit the bill. Does Fred not fit that bill? Am I?
No.
What am I saying
Fred-
that y'all are not saying? What am
Fred,
I? We said the same
look.
thing.
Go look
I
Fred
agree.
numbers. Go
They ain't
look
gonna be the
Fred
first
numbers.
one to trade. They need to trade
No,
somebody.
go look Fred numbers up. He
I'm gonna
shoot
look him up.
exceptional
I
from
got you right now.
he shoot exceptional from 3 and he lock up. He play defense, bro.
He do.
He been doing that since college, bro. He play defense.
Listen,
Like Davion Mitchell defense is a
I
little
ain't-
different, but he play
Yeah,
defense.
it's way different. Way different.
Is it?
And
Mitch, go ahead.
technically,
Mitch.
it's not a shot because what he's saying. Well, I guess it could be a shot because it could be true and be a shot. But it's factual because the guards nowadays is 6'5", they tall.
It's a fact.
So he's saying the
You
short
see-
ones ain't.
34.5% from 3, y'all. 34.5.
You see Rand down there, EJ. You see Rand
What is
coming.
it? Because he know I'm telling the truth.
Nah, nigga, you trolling.
I just want
nigga.
y'all to mark it down. When KD, when if the shit ain't going well, and they say, "Hey, Fred, it's your fault," you know where it came from. I'm just saying.
Bro, they can hide. They can hide him with that lineup.
But you
They
ain't gotta
definitely
hide him though.
hide him.
He actually play defense though. He play D.
He
He
does.
do,
Like, no-
he do
no-
play defense, but I'm saying though, like if somebody gets to torching his ass, you could hide him.
But he was saying so like in that comment, he was saying like they pick on Darius Garland, bro. Like so they set the pick up way high, so you have no choice but to guard.
And that shit funny.
Niggas ain't picking on Fred like that, bro.
I can't lie, Red. We didn't get to see him in that next round. Had we got to see him in that next round play against who was that they were supposed to play against? Who did the Warriors play next? Was it the Timberwolves?
Yeah.
Was it Timberwolves?
Yeah.
Conley wouldn't have done shit.
I was gonna say what the fuck.
I think Anthony Edwards would have had his ass up there. Hey, let me get him up here.
Who?
Anthony Edwards. The point
Anthony
KD
Edwards.
was making was that this is a pick on league. If Anthony Edwards would have got a hold of Fred VanVleet, this conversation would be different.
And
Listen,
if Houston would have got to the next round, Amen Thompson would have had him in 23-1.
And I was gonna say that. That's a difference though. E. Because like when you got somebody like Amen Thompson, he gonna fight over screens.
He's fighting over every single screen like Lou Dort.
That's his job. So it's like so he ain't Lou Dort. Yeah, that's his job.
No, I absolutely agree. I think this Rockets team. First off, let's get back to the get back.
He said you're a great troll, man. You're pretty good at trolling.
Listen, I'm not trolling. I'm just saying what he said and putting it in the action. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, this was me, y'all. I said, well, who is 6 feet and under or 6'2" and under?
Hey, yeah. Before we move on, can we just all agree? Can we all just agree that EJ secretly hate KD, bro? He everything. See, that nigga secretly hate KD, bro. Everything KD.
He just like trolling. He just like trolling.
Go ahead, Mitch. Talk to me, Mitch.
So, because I don't like.
I ain't taking this slander. I'm about to boot his ass out, trying to slander me.
Because I don't like this player for real, but I know you do. You got a lot of hope for him. So, was he dissing Reed Shepard too?
Fuck Reed Shepard. None minutes.
All right, I was making sure.
He was dissing all of them. He was dissing all of them.
He dissing all little people.
No. Hey, look.
All of them. Tyus Jones too, Ted. He was dissing Tyus Jones from out there, goddamn in the sun. He was dissing his ass too. It was all of them.
You gotta be trolling, E, because he made his point. You gotta be able to play defense. Everybody that Mitch just named play defense.
He can't play defense. KD don't play defense. What that mean?
But he's 16, 6'11".
KD's 6'10".
Don't play defense. So
Hey, funny shit though. He said,
he's not healthy.
What's the white boy name from Miami?
Tyler Hero.
He said that about Tyler Hero, and Tyler Hero said, well, "Shit, you don't play defense. What the hell we talking about?"
You don't play defense. What the fuck
Nah,
we talking
he did
about?
say that. He did say that.
Okay, well, I didn't even see that. See, look, I ain't hating. I'm just saying I speak for the people.
But
he was hating.
He called Hero out though. He called Hero out a couple years ago. That's why Hero said it back. He called him out a couple years ago. Yeah.
So Hero shouldn't say shit after a man put him in the dirt.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
How y'all? Let me ask y'all this though. Let's get into this. Is who's better, the Rockets or the Nuggets?
I got the Nuggets, bro. I got the Nuggets.
Who you taking?
The Nuggets the best team.
I got the Nuggets the best team in the league. I ain't gonna lie, they're the best team in the
Championship
league.
pedigree, dog.
The Rockets not winning.
You got Mitch?
I'll take the Nuggets just on experience.
Okay. I like that matchup, man.
Who you rolling with? Who you rolling with?
Me?
Yeah, who you rolling with?
You can't call me a KD hater and then ask who I'm going with. You know I ain't picking KD. You got to know that. You got to know I'm not picking the team. Hey, let me ask y'all this. If KD them don't win the finals this year, what does that does for KD legacy?
Nothing.
Not Finney. He got 10.
Oh my God.
He's not going to win.
They're
not winning over there.
He's already established.
He got a championship. He don't got to win no more.
No, don't say unchampionship. Multiple.
He got 2. He ain't got to win no more.
To win no more just pissed me off. Y'all, what do you mean he don't got to win no more?
Hold on. Ain't you the same dude that was on here with the LeBron comment about the winning shit? You the same dude. You agree with it.
I don't like. No, I said I disagree. Winning matters. I disagree. Okay. I don't like that championship worthy shit.
So let me ask you a question. So is LeBron? He ain't won a year, so that shit diminished his.
When I tell you last spot, get his ass out of the league.
Okay.
Retire.
Long as you
retire, nigga. Listen, I'm easy with mine. Why y'all thinking I don't? I call shit out. Get his ass out of the league.
League? So what about that? We ain't gonna go that far. We ain't gotta go that far. But I feel like
James Harden. What about James Harden or
Harden's still conducive. I think Harden is still producing.
I'm just asking. I'm asking because they super.
No. Stop. What? James Harden is. What'd you say he's doing?
He said he's producing. That's what he said.
Let's argue because I'm ready. I already know what you're about to say.
LeBron's not producing?
That 24, that shit ain't nothing, man.
That's wild.
That shit ain't doing nothing, man. That shit ain't doing nothing. I'm a LeBron fan, fellas.
He just said he's
James Harden. Listen to me.
Listen to me, y'all. Was terrible.
Hear me out, Red. James Harden carried the fucking Clippers for 60-something games. The only reason the fucking Clippers even made the playoffs was because of James Harden. LeBron James, that man, I think he's hindering them from growing. I think he's hindering the Lakers from growing. They got to move past them. And you know why I know it's true? The owner never said that.
I agree.
The owner said, "Hey, we done listening to LeBron James. He is no longer consulting. We're done. Hey, LeBron, you need to go ahead and do your thing." That's why they talking about trading his ass to Dallas.
But hasn't LeBron carried every team since he came in?
He absolutely has. Absolutely.
He's been to the playoffs. What damn near? What almost every year?
Damn near all his life. Yeah.
So how can we say what he doing is like empty buckets for effect? But James Harden's ain't.
I didn't say it was empty. I said he need to get his ass out of here. I'm tired of that old shit. I'm not with that old shit, y'all. Chris Paul.
Talking about empty buckets.
I didn't say it was empty.
I'm talking about Red. Red saying that Harden shit is empty.
No, I'm only saying as far as wins. I'm saying wins. I ain't talking about the scoring. I'm just talking about the wins in general, like championship caliber. Because he was talking about championship. He said it matters. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't actually talking about this.
What I'm saying is, Red, we can no longer build teams around LeBron to win championships. If the goal is to make the playoffs, LeBron gonna make the playoffs. You feel me? He can't.
Is he? I done seen him miss it. I done seen him miss it.
He just won one in 2020.
Hey, what you be saying, Red? That's a long ass fucking time ago.
So listen, question.
Anthony Davis on that team too.
It was, but my question is, Anthony. You said Anthony Davis.
I said Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis on that team.
But my question is, all the guys that we praising right now, they was in that same window and they ain't won shit.
Who like praising?
Who you talking? Put a name on it.
The top 10 guys ain't won shit outside of Shea.
Who? Well, my favorite player is SGA, so I don't know.
Hey, Steph
gotta go. This nigga hell, bro.
My favorite player is SGA and Ace Bailey, and he just got to the league, so I don't know.
Hey, Mitch, you missed that? You missed that part? They said he was washed. They said Steph was washed, Mitch.
What'd you say, Mitch? Go ahead, Mitch.
So either Steph got retired too?
You know what I hate about Red? Hold on, no, Mitch. I want to address something that he just said. We said Steph was washed 80 pods ago. This was literally like last October,
It's documented, dog.
Last October. This nigga's like, they said he was washed. Nigga, that was
Red was like this. He said, I got the foul, dog.
It's documented. Hey, Mitch, could these niggas walk in contradictions, Mitch? They'll be like, hey, they'll get on this motherfucker today and be like, Mitch, the greatest podcast ever. Then what's tomorrow? Friday? That nigga Mitch ain't shit, man. Hey, that's what they do, dog. what they
It
do.
depends on the day. I be hating, Red. Some days I be feeling like telling the truth. Some days I feel like hating. I don't know. I be mixing it up. I don't know.
I mean, bro, this league right now, bro, it changed so much, man. It's what have you done for me today? What have you done for me lately?
That's true.
Now, with Steph Curry,
Because I ain't gonna lie, the same sentence that I said that he was washed on that pod 80 pods ago, y'all waited another 50 pods for that 50-point game.
That was after the All-Star break, Ted. Literally after the All-Star break.
And you and another person was talking about, oh, look at Steph. I said, bro, that was 50 games after that.
Hey, Mitch, they told me, I asked them in the beginning, I said, we arguing facts or feelings? I said, how we want to do this? They said, argue however you can to win. So that's what I'm doing. I learned from y'all niggas, man.
You got to get a shirt that says
win
that.
The argument,
I learned from y'all, man. Win the argument. I'm learning from y'all niggas,
Now, I say this about Steph. I don't know if Steph is just there yet, so where he has to retire. I think Jimmy Butler showed me that he got a little bit more left in the tank. Before he got Jimmy Butler, my answer would have been yes. My answer would have been yes, just because I feel like once y'all, not only are they hindering their teams, they also hindering like the conversation in the NBA, bro. Like, I'm tired of hearing about LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Steph Curry when we got guys like Palu, SGA, Wemby. So I like that's a separate conversation though. But for me, man, it's the Steph Curry. I feel like if you he showed me that if you get him the right person. No, what? I think if you get Steph the right person, he can still be valuable.
But then viewership go down when both of those guys are eliminated?
Yeah, yes.
Like you said, you want new superstars, but we don't even give a fuck about the NBA when them two dudes ain't playing. Viewership went down when they both got eliminated.
I just told you I'm an SGA fan.
I'm saying
in general.
Because you were saying the NBA need new faces and all that, but you got Kobe, you got LeBron and Steph when they was out the finals.
Red, you know how Mama Bird like push the baby bird out of the nest and make him fucking fly. Like, I don't know if you're ready yet, but you got to get the fuck out of here.
But you
get the fuck out of the nest so we can find out. I don't know.
But listen,
what I do know is with your ass sitting right here, you'll never fly.
But that's my point though, once they got put out, we stopped watching that shit. And even though SGA put on a hell of a performance and we seen one of the best basketball finals in a minute just by watching it, we didn't even tune into that shit. It's a new crowning of a new superstar.
Is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if that fall happens to be for 2 or 3 years, it has to happen. We gotta let other people become dominant. It's not gonna happen overnight. Right?
So let me ask you this.
Nobody has the hype that LeBron James.
Go ahead, Mitch.
I don't, as great as SGA is, I don't think he's that needle mover for that.
Thank you. That's what I was getting to.
It's just, I don't know if it's because
it don't have to be SGA though. Let me be clear. I'm not, but go finish, Mitch.
That's like Ja was supposed to be that person because he had the young people, the youth. SGA is too, like we always say, he's too like even keeled. He don't have that personality. So I only know on paper, like he's amazing. He's not even for real. He's great, but I don't think he's gonna take that LeBron, take the Steph type thing. So I don't know who it's gonna be. So they want it to be Ant, but you know, Ant.
We gotta allow somebody to get the hype.
But
go ahead, Rick.
No, my quick question: do you have to be a winner to do it though? Because I feel like the guys that we saying before were winners. So like, if we do go for the Ja Morants or the Ant-Mans and the Lucas and all that, can you be the face of the league if you a loser?
What you think, Zell? Let Zell go. Zell ain't saying shit.
I just feel like but I feel like if you won, how can you be a winner? Like you literally just gotta let them grow. You look at all these old players, they won. That's why they won, because they've been in the league for 20 years. Of course they won. So we gotta look at all these other players and let them grow. We're not letting these players grow. KD's not gonna win on the Rockets if he's the first option. I'm just gonna say it. It's not. They're not gonna win no championship. So you gotta think about it. All these older players gotta take the back seat. They gotta take the back seat whether they want to or not. Even the Warriors. The Warriors top 3 players are all 30 plus, right?
Okay.
Like, so it's like,
go ahead. Mitch say something. Go ahead.
Hey, who was the first option on the Warriors when they won?
When?
Was it Steph Curry?
With KD.
Oh, it was KD.
It was KD.
Yeah, how old was
the first option?
No. How old was he? How old was he?
2017 to 2018, Steph was the first option.
Hey, man, I'm gone.
You smoking.
How old was Kevin Durant?
That's
how
crazy.
old was Kevin Durant?
Man, that's crazy.
Look, hold on. Look, now listen.
Kevin Durant was young.
But look,
so that's a different story back then.
But you
old now.
But you're moving the goalpost from what I'm saying, though, Zell. If all of the star players retire right now, the big names that y'all said, the only nigga that y'all can put in that seat that has won would be SGA. Everybody else, and y'all just said he's not what you say, Mitch. What's the word you use? He ain't
he don't
charismatic enough.
So he's not charismatic enough. So if you skip over him, everybody else on that list is a loser. And you said
you know what, Red?
hold on. And you said everybody that came in, they gave him years. LeBron was kind of crowned the king from the time he came in. Even when he was losing, he was getting like Dallas Cowboy type of notoriety. Like he was getting put on TV. Even with the Kobe's and all that, he was getting put on TV. Even Kobe himself at 18, 19, they went to the finals. You was already talking about him. Everybody that you talking about was already winning by then. I think the only old one probably was Jordan. He might have been like 24, 25 at the time.
He got his first one.
Yeah, so it's like
Tim, I think his young too. Tim got his in 99, so that would have been like maybe his second season, maybe his first season.
Yeah, so everybody that we said that was superstars, they got that shit early, but they had already won something.
But I say this too, Red. So we had this conversation. About the final of the dynasty. I think it's gonna be hard for us to crown a superstar in this day and age because we're gonna have a lot of people that only win one championship. And the way we define like these legends, I mean, again, LeBron and Steph, they have multiple. Kobe, Shaq, multiple. Tim Duncan, multiple. Well, we're gonna end up having people who maybe have one or two, and it's different. The league is gonna be different.
So we got to change the standard from mediocrity.
I don't think it's mediocre though. I think the league is getting better. I think the teams are better.
But I think that's the main reason why they don't have a face of the league either. Because it's like the face of the league back in the day, like you look in the 80s, that's the Bird and Magic era. Like they took over the 80s. The 90s, everybody know Jordan had that. 2000s, Kobe, 2010s and up is the three people that's right now. That's their era. So now these 2020 and up, who's gonna be the face? Like you look at from 2020 to 2025, we don't really have an identity from those 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been a different team every year. So we looking at Kevin Durant, we're looking at Steph Curry, we're looking at LeBron, all these older players. Only reason why I say they gotta push them out the league, not like push out the league, but it's just like they gotta just take a back seat. They gotta learn that they're getting older.
They gotta allow these to grow.
Yeah, you gotta let Luka be the star. Like you know what I'm saying? Let Luka be the star. Even if he's not gonna do the role, let him be the star. Like hey, do it. Like don't let me score 30 points.
And I'm saying I hear y'all, but I just think what defines the era is the staple, bro. Like I feel like even if you look at culture, bro, every era that we lived didn't have something. So if you go 70s, they was pimps and players. You go 80s, you got the that era. We ain't gonna say it on the pod. You got breakdance. You got the 90s. You got R&B. You got the emergence of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. 2000s, we got the swag. We got all the different stuff. Like
Soulja Boy.
When you get to the 2010s and in our eras, like we don't have a staple, bro. We really just a mixed bowl of everything. Like even when you talk about players, they got staples from every era.
Let me ask y'all this, because as y'all talking, I'm thinking about this now. Why do we care so much about a face of the league? Why do we care? Why does it have to be somebody? Why does somebody have to be crowned to be the face of the league? Why we just can't say we watch basketball? You feel me? Like what is money?
Yeah, what Mitch said is money. The money. You need somebody that's gonna bring in the people. Same reason we got a face for everything. We got a face of the country. Money. You need a face. You need somebody to.
I like that.
At the end of the day, it's entertainment. It's sports, but at the end of the day, it's entertainment. So you got to entertain the fans. You got to I say this. So my cousin, he told me the Indiana Pacers Oklahoma City finals was one of the worst finals ever. Like us, we love that.
Watching it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, viewers.
Exactly. So him, I called him a casual and all this and that. I just felt like people like him who don't really care for the mid-range shots, the layups, and this and that, they trying to find somebody. Basically, they want Anthony Edwards to be a different person.
Yeah. You want somebody to gravitate to.
Yeah, and you need, and like he said, the non-traditional fans.
Yeah,
we don't spend the bread like that. You need some new eyes that's gonna come jump on the bandwagon. Just like every time somebody get traded, you got a bunch of bandwagon fans that go buy jerseys because it's a polarizing figure. They don't even know why they like this person. They just going it just because.
Right. Because it's LeBron. You're right. I'm not mad at that. I think that's a valid point. That's why we care, because like guys like Steph Curry, you watch it and it's like my grandmama will watch it just because she's heard Steph Curry. The term that comes to mind is household names.
Hey, but even back in the day, like just think about movies, TV shows, like athletes. NBA play, they was in there. Like today, we don't really see that. Like they just,
that's true.
you know
Last
what I'm
one
saying?
was
Like we
Ant-Man.
don't have that. So it's just like a lot of
Yeah, they
people
just
outside
didn't-
of the sport,
Yeah.
they don't know who they are besides Steph, KD, LeBron. You know what I'm saying? That's all
That's
they
a
know.
fact. That's a fact. Hey, was it any other teams y'all wanted to talk to before we get into who we thinking gonna go somewhere?
Them
Hey,
Hawks.
I think your Hawks. I was gonna say your Hawks.
Y'all want to get on the Hawks? I got a lot of shit I wrote down for the Hawks, and they just as I write, it pisses me off. It pisses me off every
negative way.
time.
Nah, y'all straight, bro.
I want you. I don't want to go first. Somebody else.
I feel like you saying
go first.
Yeah.
I want you to go first. Yeah, I want to hear you guys.
All right, let's start here. Okay.
I already know what you're gonna say.
We picked up Nikola Alexander Walker and Luke Kennard. Okay. 6'4", 6'5", and 6'6". Let's say 6'4" to 6'6". That's the height, right? Okay. We just drafted Ricochet, who's our second overall pick, and we got Dyson Daniels, who's our all NBA defender. And Jalen Johnson is gonna come back at 6'8". Okay.
Don't forget about who y'all got this year in the draft.
Who we got this year in the draft? Derek Queen. No, we traded. Who we get this year, Zay?
No, the one from the big man from Georgia. He played at Mount Verdi. He played at Mount Verdi with them with Derek.
I'm gonna look at his name because
I can't think of his name. I know you're talking about.
I wasn't gonna get. We can talk about him, Zay, but I was getting my point is saying is that we got 4 to 6 dudes that all do the same shit. This is the same thing I was telling y'all about the Utah Jazz when they had Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson, Ace. Isaiah, all these got Keontae George. Y'all got all these players, and they all do the same shit. Who's getting traded? Because do you trade your second overall pick in Ricochet? No, he just had a really good season. Jalen Johnson, before he got hurt, was our second best player, so he's getting minutes. Nikola Alexander, is a really good player. I would think he would want to play. And then on top of it, go ahead. And Dyson Daniels' defense was amazing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know what the direction is because also, and then on top of that, I ain't gonna say I genuinely hate Porzingis, but that Porzingis picks has made my balls itch so much that I don't know what the goal is of the team. So for me, it's like we got a bunch of players that all do the same shit and gonna have to split minutes. We need a star, in my opinion. The Trae Young needs another star. I want to see a big name, Zion. Put all them niggas in a bag, in a basket, and go get Zion Williamson. Put all 5 of the niggas I just said. Go get Zion. I don't care. Just go.
What about Bradley Beal? What about Bradley Beal?
No.
I'm asking thought about the okay.
Yeah, ahead, I need a top 10 or 15 player. I don't know who it is, but it ain't.
I feel like you're gonna hate my take.
Nikola Alexander. Go ahead, man.
I feel like you're gonna hate my take, but
go ahead.
Because I do agree, small guards, it's gonna be hard for him to win a championship. But these Atlanta Hawks, is it not similar to Indiana Pacers?
I was thinking that too.
If Porzingis stays healthy, which is a big if.
With a healthy Porzingis, yes, I agree.
I feel like it can. I feel like it can work. I have them like they're top 5 in the East right now for me.
I think they're gonna make the playoffs. I gotta make the playoffs too. I gotta make the playoffs.
But Porzingis is probably gonna.
I'm not mad at that because Luke Kennard can shoot that motherfucker. Luke Kennard
can shoot.
Really good.
Dyson Daniel, he's below
like
average, but everybody else is like league average 3-point shooters. And even Big O, he's not a great. He's starting to shoot threes now. He's starting to shoot threes. So like, he's a lob threat. You know, they don't have the household name, but you got to think the Pacers. Even though who's number 1, who's number 2, like.
You're not wrong.
I feel like they the Pacers.
You know what it is. I think
difference is the cities though.
I ain't hear you, Mitch. What you say? Say it again, Mitch. I mean, I meant say it again, Zell. My fault.
Zell.
No, I'm saying like the only difference is like he's saying like it's a city. So it's like that team Indiana, they was in Indiana, they was cool, but Atlanta. I feel like when you in Atlanta, man, that's too many distractions, man.
That Magic City go crazy.
I'm just saying, like, you look at all the Atlanta teams, like when they have good teams, it's like literally 1 year. Like when the Falcons went to the Super Bowl, they just had that one good year. They just trashed the other years.
That's what we've been doing. But hold on, hold on. Two things. First, Asa Noel was the guy from Georgia that we picked up, the center, 23rd pick. Okay. But Lorraine in the comments, he said that was their problem the last 2 years. The Hawks had too many perimeter players that did the same thing. That's what I'm saying.
But the Pacers just did that.
You think we're trying to copy the Pacers style?
You know it's a copycat. You know it's a copycat league, bro. The copycat league, bro.
It's an Eastern
And then
Conference
on top of
team.
that, a lot of people compare Trae Young and Halliburton.
Can Jalen Johnson make that step to be Pascal?
I think so.
He's averaging 18 right now.
Averaging 18.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at it.
It's a big chance, but you know
he got to get a little better at his ISO scoring. I think he's more of like a fast break type of play, but he got to get a little bit better at his like half court game. But Jalen Johnson has got a lot of promise. I really liked it. I
seen somewhere that y'all got a lot of them young boys though, because y'all trying to move up in the draft next year. Try to get
AJ.
Him. Yeah.
I've been seeing that. AJ. What you mean? So we trying to sell, like trying to tank,
like
rather?
Not tank, but just keep the players enough where you can probably trade and get some picks.
Yeah, we definitely can trade. Yeah,
we
definitely go get.
They got something brewing, but
really,
I don't know how it's gonna work, but yeah.
I want to see who we go get because the name that I had. Hold on, my bad. Y'all always talking about teams. Y'all got other teams for the free agents, but for me, the Hawks. Don't get me wrong. I think the Hawks. I mean, definitely got better. Let me be clear on something. Definitely got better. But I was just, I had my mindset on Giannis. I'm gonna be real. I had my mindset on thinking that we was gonna trade and try to get Giannis. That was kind of what I was thinking. But yeah, did y'all have any other teams?
Do y'all think he's gonna ever get out of Milwaukee? I think you would
not
be
at
crazy.
This point.
I think you would be crazy to let Giannis go and like not get nothing back. Like,
yeah, not at this point. It would have to be somebody it would have to be like a crazy amount of picks or a superstar player.
Not like even trade, but it gotta be like at least a one all-star involved.
It gotta be something crazy. Like you gotta put something crazy in the package, man. There's not a lot of guys that I would trade for Giannis.
The only way the Bucks could do that, they would have to get the alien, bro. It's some picks.
That's
it.
And Giannis would have to just be completely mad about the shit and just want to force his way out of the system or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have to be something dramatic.
I just don't see him doing it though. Like I feel like he's too competitive to just be like, fuck it, I ain't gonna play. Y'all gotta pay me.
Remember, you're right, because he told them he didn't want to play. He don't like playing summer ball with other players. Like he don't go and train with. So the fact that Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper even trained with him was like, oh damn. Yeah, like he really fucked with y'all.
But EJ, speaking on that, let's talk about Jaren Jackson. He got that contract and got hurt.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying.
That's the story of the NBA. That's the type of shit. That's the type of shit right there to me that everybody who don't watch the NBA is gonna see. That's the type of shit you will see and be like, he got all this money, broke his goddamn toe. His toe, that's the first thing. Oh, like my daddy. His toe for real. His toe. Kobe played with a torn Achilles. You feel me? I don't want to hear that shit. You know? That's exactly what they gonna say.
What's wrong with Darius Garland toe? Because I heard he out for like damn this season too.
It was like the same thing.
Yeah, he ain't out for the season, but he had surgery too.
I said damn near. I don't know the season.
It's 4 to 6 months, I think they said.
So yeah, it's like playoffs. Yeah, it's definitely like the playoffs.
Repair. He had repair on the left big toe. It just said they described it as sprained. He had a sprained toe, but
he had surgery on it.
He had surgery. He's supposed to be out 4 to 5 months.
Yeah,
he had surgery on June 9th. So yeah, he's gonna be out.
Yeah.
Say it again, Zell.
They're like Christmas is? What's that?
Like January,
Christmas. That'll be Christmas.
Like
yeah. You probably give him another month. They don't never let him play soon as it's over. Then maybe
around All-Star day, most likely. They probably
like that.
Time.
That's why they picked up Lonzo Ball. I seen a lot of people trying to say Lonzo Ball made that Cavs team a championship contender again. I'm not gonna say
how much better is he from Ty Jerome?
He made him better.
I was surprised they let Ty Jerome go. Speaking of, I was surprised. I thought they was gonna pay him. I thought, they just wasn't.
I think he made him better. I think he made him better though. Yeah, because like he played defense, so he can play defense. He can be a good backup guard. He gonna his plus minus gonna be good. And
I like him for that reason though, Red. I like them. I like them as a backup point guard. I don't like him as a starter. I like him because he gonna start while Darius Garland hurt though. I mean, while DG out, he's starting.
Wally out. Wally out.
Yeah, I like them for that reason, man. Here's another name that I had for y'all, man. I was thinking that I was like, man, there's still one big fish out there that they ain't talking about in the trade talks, and that big fish to me was Jaylen Brown. They still was talking about trading Jaylen Brown. I want to propose something to y'all. Y'all tell me if I'm tripping or not.
Mm-hmm.
If you are the Celtics right? You just lost Porzingis, Al Horford, and Luke Cornett to the Spurs. I like the Spurs too, by the way. I want to touch on
Spurs,
the Spurs, but I kind of want to talk about them. But Jaylen Brown, would you trade him for Anthony Davis if you the Mavericks?
Yeah.
You want to go get him? You want to go get him?
Hold on.
Which team is saying no? Which team is saying no?
I'm the Celtics. I'm saying no. He's too injury prone for me to take him. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say just because of the injuries, not necessarily for a fit.
I feel like it's no on both ends though. Honestly, like Jaylen Brown going to the Mavericks with Cooper and
KD and eventually Kyrie, it don't really move the needle for you.
You got D'Angelo Russell. You got I don't think that makes sense, honestly.
I think they really just put him on the trade deadline just to light a fire up on his because you really can't let him go with Jason Tatum being hurt because he's gonna be out all year.
Too.
That's a fact. I think they just want to light this fire up on his ass. They can come back and just prove so.
Yeah,
that's all I think they're doing.
I think Jaylen Brown probably walked in the office and said, "Hey man, let me just take over this year. We ain't about to win no game. Let me show the people I can."
He's about to put him up.
Hey,
like, you know
he's about to put him up.
We got nothing to lose.
They still make the play.
Game. Like this is like let me just ball out this 1 year. Y'all can trade me after this. Y'all can do whatever, but let me just stay this 1 year or until All-Star break, whatever. But I feel like that's what he's gonna do. Start chucking shots.
They still make the playoffs. They still make the playoffs.
The Celtics.
Well, with the team. I said I can see him making the playoffs.
Not with this team. They ain't got nobody. They trying to trade Anthony Simons as well. So if it's just Derek White and fucking Jaylen Brown, that's what they were saying. They were saying they were trying to use him to trade for somebody bigger. He hadn't got traded yet, but that's the conversation.
Well, if the direction is to dump the money, then yeah, they're not gonna make the playoffs.
They trade Anthony Simons for. I don't even know who you go get.
But the only way you can get rid of Anthony Simons, you got to trade him in a combo deal with Jaylen Brown in order to get somebody bigger. That's the only way I can see it working. Or Derek White, you're gonna have to give two people up to get somebody bigger. Like you
got to trade Derek White.
Yeah, that's. And I doubt them trading Derek White. So,
how y'all? Listen, last one I got. How y'all feel about the Spurs? Do y'all think the Spurs should trade De'Aaron Fox?
Nah, you let him stay and teach him a little bit, at least for a year, even for like a year.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade him.
You wouldn't trade him, man. Let me tell you why. I said they should trade him. I think they should trade him because the way the West just got with OKC, the Nuggets, and the Rockets. Hey man, we not finna win. Let's be honest. We ain't coming out the West. Not no time soon. Unless Wemby has some type of stellar jump in his game and he's get up to 27. Can carry that team. My thought is we just drafted Dylan Harper. We got Stephen Castle, who's a rookie of the year, and we got Wemby. Let's grow and do that. Let's do the organic shit that the Pacers and the Pistons and all these other teams are doing. Let's go ahead and grow and learn. Because if De'Aaron Fox is on the team, somebody's not playing in clutch games. Somebody's not getting that because y'all got a lot of people. They got a lot of mother people on that team, bro. Devin Vassell still got Sochan. They got a lot of people. So, and I think they still got Keldon Johnson. So for me, I would say, go ahead, Rick.
Not today. Who they shooting going?
It was Stephen Castle. They was running Chris Paul Castle. They was running Chris Paul Castle, Harrison Barnes, Sochan, and Wemby. That was their five.
When they
got a squad though.
And they got Harrison Barnes. That's what I'm saying. They got a lot of.
They just signed Cornette though from the Celtics.
And they just signed Cornette as a backup.
That's a good pickup though. That's a good pick.
I thought it was.
Facts. How many games they won last year before they said Wemby down?
Before they said Wemby down, they was number 10. I was gonna say something high. They was number. I know they was a 10th seed.
So think about what I'm saying. If they was a 10th seed and Wemby didn't play the full season, then you got what you just got in your roster. I wouldn't trade nobody. Let it stay as is. Like I said, the least you could do is let him rock out this year, and Brock can learn from him. Because like right now, you really don't want to put a team on a young point guard back. Like he need at least a year to where he can feel that shit out. And who the better to do it from than Fox? Like. De'Aaron Fox been a pretty good point guard like the last couple of years, so I think it'll work out.
Yeah, he had 24, 25 a game. What are you about to say,
so it's clear from top to bottom on the roster that the Thunder is better than the Spurs.
Is it clear?
Clear.
Yes.
Clear.
To me, yes. Absolutely. Crystal clear. The Thunder?
Only reason I can't ride with you, Mitch, because they just won a championship.
That was a team that just won a championship?
I want to ride with you, but it's just because they just won a championship. I can't ride with you.
I'm just saying, bro.
I agree with Mitch on that because it's like I feel like with the potential, if Wemby is healthy, if De'Aaron Fox can be that player, like
I'm not mad at potential.
I get it.
Now,
I get it.
You said they got a same
No,
potential. That's one thing. Are they better? Different.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna say like a definite answer, no, they're not better, but they have the potential to be better.
They absolutely, and that's why I agree. I actually
that's
think
why
they
I feel like
do
it's not
have
a
the
clear
potential.
cut. They're like, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, unanimous. They're not better like that. I feel like it's kind of, it could be even. But
I say this too. I think the gap between Wemby and Chet is a lot larger than the NBA wants to admit it is. I know they keep trying to make it seem like there's some competition or some, I think Wemby is. I think Wemby is well.
SGA is great. He's
Jalen Williams
better than De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox
is good.
But who better?
He ain't close, Mitch. No, Mitch, we're not doing that.
But who better than Jalen Williams though, Mitch?
Not De'Aaron Fox.
Well, no, that would be the two. That would be the two.
That's what I'm asking you.
No, I'm saying their first two players are better than. Well, no, they're not.
That's not true.
Wemby better than Jalen Williams.
That's what I'm saying.
They got role players. Wemby gonna be a big top player next year.
You taking J-Dub over Wemby?
No. Listen, I'm not. This is what I'm asking y'all. So I got what you. So you said if you saying Fox and you saying
defensive team.
If you saying Fox and you saying SGA X's out Fox, right?
Yeah.
X out Fox.
Okay, so then we got Wemby. Wemby X's out Chet.
No. I'm not putting him on Chet. I'm putting. Wemby and then J-Dub.
No, I'm just going like this because they probably the same thing. We're gonna X that one out. The factor gonna be J-Dub. They don't have a J-Dub for the Spurs.
But they got one that they could have had. Devin Vassell could be.
But they have pieces that could take that role.
Dylan Harper.
I see what you're saying though.
That's why I said potential wise, I can see the potential. But as far as actually being better, that's why I said potential wise, the Spurs got great potential. Yeah, they really could be good. I hope if Wemby comes back, to me, Wemby is going. I say this every time we talk about Wemby. Wemby's going to be the most. His accolades are going to be so obscure that like we're not going to really be able to value him how we should, because he should have had 2 DPOYs and 2 All NBA defensive teams in his first 2 years. He should have had 2, and he might have had first team All NBA in one of those. You know what I'm saying? Well, not the first year, maybe could have been the second year. So. But yeah, man, Wemby's career, bro. We got to make sure we keep track of all that because he's really one of them. He's the guy. When y'all talking about being the face of the league, he's the guy that could be the face of the league.
Speaking of that, can an international player be a face of the league?
I was gonna say no. That's what I was gonna say next. I was gonna say
we got to, man. We got to.
You know what? Listen, y'all know what? We got to. What's crazy is this is what the NBA wants, though. Like when David Stern was commissioner, he wanted to take the game global. And out of this global, I think they're doing their best to make the international stars, more polarized. And to be honest, the international stars are really carrying the lead as far as what they doing.
Ain't Tim Duncan from the Virgin Islands? He international. He was the face of the league.
U.S.
Virgin Islands, man.
Cat. U.S. face of the league. Stop it.
Yeah,
Tim Duncan the face of the league, man.
He was never the face of the league. But see the difference in now and then though. The difference in now and then is. We had real life Avengers in America then, like niggas that can take that step up. Now we don't really have no clear cut Avengers that's gonna actually edge one of these guys out. And like I just said, out of the young guys, the first one to get a championship is the Canadian. So
yeah, maybe we need to start rooting fans in here.
No. We forgot about Jason Tatum.
Okay, I didn't know if you wasn't counting him as the young guy.
We always forget about Jason Tatum.
Forgot about Jason Tatum. Yeah, that's
the problem. If we being honest, that's the problem.
There we go. Zil. There you go.
That's the face of the league for America. If we being honest, he's the one. He's the one that should be anyway.
Because he light skin. That's why I think that's why.
Hey.
Was the face of the league? Was Steph the face or not?
He was one of them in the face.
And all 3 of y'all light skin. What y'all talking about?
I love the light skin. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like how the world views and stuff.
How the world works. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. All right, man. Hey, man, this was good pie, bro. This is good pie, man. Yeah, man. But anyway, man.
Hey, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about? This is gonna sound crazy, but since he has two things actually. First, Brad Bill's fit on the Warriors.
Ain't mad at it.
I think the Warriors could use anybody. I think you could put damn near anybody. You could have put Austin Reeves right there, and I would have said, yeah.
That's okay.
So I'm
going
gonna say yes.
T made a good point about Bradley Beal. I was watching him earlier. He said, we forget that Bradley Beal's a good like cutter. Like he scores a lot of points off cuts and screens, so it actually might fit.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about Brad Beal going out there. He makes sense.
Second question is the no trade clause. Is that shit gonna be gone?
Yeah, he fucked it up for everybody. He fucked it up for everybody. Yeah, he fucked it up for everybody. He fucked it up for everybody.
Y'all talking about the owners taking the league back? That's the first thing on the list.
When he said somebody abusing something, he abused that to the death, man. Because man,
hey, y'all know who had a no trade clause though that I would have thought had one? The Julius Ilgauskas. That's the only reason AI didn't go to Detroit faster.
Really?
He didn't want to get rid of.
Julius Ilgauskas had one.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Exactly.
So y'all don't think after what happened to Luka, he'd be like, "Hey, my next contract, this shit ain't gonna happen again. Y'all ain't about to trade."
He can do that, but I don't think owners gonna be dumb enough to get nobody that power no more.
Nah.
Yeah. I think you got to be of a certain cloth. I don't know why Brad Beal got it in the first place. That was on them. They tricked themselves. But if you a top 5 guy in the league, like a Giannis or a Joker, like I can see them getting it. But
Washington had to give him that though. He was the heart of the city, man. Washington, him, he had to give him that.
I wouldn't give it to a guy like Donovan Mitchell, right? I wouldn't give it to him. That's probably the only person.
I think. Hey, hold on. Hey, no, for real. I think it's just wherever you play it, bro. Like even because you said Donovan Mitchell in Cleveland, I think he can get that because nobody want to come to Cleveland. So with him being a superstar in Cleveland, I think he can. I think he can voice it and get there. Like it depends on where you at. I think certain people can get it.
That's a fact.
Yeah, it just hurts when he traded though. Like basically, he got it in Washington, and then he got traded to Phoenix.
Yeah,
he didn't agree up to it, but you know what I'm saying. But it's like
Phoenix like, nah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's good.
And shout out to Donovan Mitchell for his off the court activities. We love Coco Jones.
He always shouting out Coco Jones. Hey man, like, subscribe, man. Y'all hit the comment section for us, bro. We posted on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram. I gotta shout out to Instagram. We on Apple Podcasts.
We got Twitch on here too.
What we got, Zell?
I see a purple comment.
On Twitch. That's a fact. Yeah. We on everything, man. So y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow us, bro. We tune in on Sundays. Sundays 10:30 p.m. 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. And we do it all over again, bro. So I appreciate y'all boys, man.